Welcome to another episode of Constantly Calibrating. I am your host, Brad. As always, we are back this week to talk about some E3 2015. What's going on? What's new? And also, it's our 150th episode. Awesome! Woo! So, first, we're going to give you a little bit of music, but we'll be right back and get into it.
One day we'll have to actually have the music here for the live people.
Yeah, I think I'm going to need more soundboards for that to work.
No, you don't.
Yeah, you do.
You can just pump it straight through the mixer. It's just it might kill people's eardrums.
Yeah,
You just pop up Windows Media Player, you play it, and you move that volume thing. It's that simple.
Yeah, you think it is.
Alright.
It is.
Alright, so... And we're coming back in 3, 2, 1. Welcome back. So, one more thing I wanted to touch on before we jump into it. I was out last week due to some family stuff, but we started
Cutting you off because you actually have to introduce us still.
Okay.
Sorry, you
all right.
totally
Yeah, no, you're good. You're good because I was gonna go to the new stuff. So, intro part 2 and 3, 2, 1. Okay, and we're back from music. So, we are at full strength this week. Of course, we have Josh.
Hi.
Hi, Josh. How are you doing?
Doing all right by yourself.
We have Justin. What's going on, Justin?
Hey, I'm doing alright.
Hey.
Paying attention to the PC.
Fun Justin.
Yeah, I'm loving watching the PC conference right behind you.
And of course, we have Brian San. Domo arigato. Thank you for our lovely new overlay, sir.
You're welcome.
He's still flipping you off.
You flip me off when I tell you thank you for something that I absolutely love. I was giddy putting that together today. I just had to say that.
It was really awesome.
We look like professional, and
Ish.
we are
Yes.
professional. So, but I was out last week and we started something new. Had some family stuff I had to take care of. I won't get into it because whatever. Josh, we started sponsorships. So what's going on with that? Tell me about it.
Okay, so we have a sponsorship. We have a couple now, but the main one we're talking about at this point is No Scope Gaming Glasses, which you can find for our link at constantlycalibrating.com/noscopegaming. So through that, you can get essentially, you already know about gunner glasses. Now these are pretty much the same exact thing, except they're much cheaper. I'm talking like $20 to $30 for a pair. They're a prescription pair. They don't actually have prescription pair in the sense of like, glasses, but they have pairs that fit over your glasses for $30. Not too shabby, huh? So if you go through, our link, we get a little bit of that money, a little bit of that stuff. You don't pay anything else. So constantlycalibrating.com/noscopegaming.
Cool.
That's so good, you need no scope.
Wait, are those them?
Is
No.
Like,
those are 3D glasses from the movies.
Glasses.
They work.
Yep.
Don't mislead the person.
All right.
You just have them on hand. That's great.
So, let's get into the news. Hey, guess what? The news is our whole damn show this week because we're talking about E3 motherfucking 2015. I'm excited.
I'm so excited he actually sweared within like the first 20 minutes of the show.
I know, I did. I'm sorry. Sorry, not sorry. So we did a live show last night to recap the 4 conferences. We didn't record it. Well, we did, but we didn't do audio. So we're going to talk about what happened today first. We had Nintendo starting off the morning, afternoon, as it were, 12 Eastern, 9 Pacific, whatever. Let's just jump into it. Anything big you want to grab off the top?
So I think the biggest thing, and I will fight you on this. Muppets was for sure one of the bigger things for today.
Yes.
But overall, I'd say the backwards compatibility for Xbox was one of the largest things that they did. That and HoloLens.
Damn, you're desynced right now.
You are super distinct, but whatever. Yeah, no, what Microsoft did, those were some absolute major things. No question about it.
I'm waiting to see how far they carry backwards compatibility. Because I remember Xbox 360 is supposed to be backwards compatible, and they kind of just stopped. So,
But
time will tell.
I think so. I think the bigger question is why do we switch to Microsoft? I thought Brad just says about Nintendo.
Yeah, you're right.
Oh, sorry.
I'm like, I'm going like right here. We got these show notes.
I'm sorry.
And you're just like, fuck it. We're talking about Microsoft.
I thought we were like doing
Derail.
overall recap, like biggest things. Okay.
No, we're
My
gonna
bad.
get to that. We're getting
We'll
to
get
that.
to that. We'll get to that. So, but yeah, so Nintendo, I'd say my big thing for today, I don't really know. Nintendo just did a lot. Like that's the thing.
Yeah.
It got to the point that I'm like I'm watching their conference, their press event as they call it, and I looked away for 2 minutes. I look back. I'm like, did I miss like a game? They were just streamlining through game after game after game after thing, and I have these notes that literally just consist of game name 3DS 2016, game name 3DS 2016. 3 of these are actually I think the same game. I just didn't realize it at the time. So that was like my big takeaway from this whole thing.
To be fair, Fire Emblem F is actually 2 games, but they're the same game.
Fair enough, because isn't that the Shin Megami Tensei Fire Emblem?
I have no idea. I don't know what's going on with that game. It's the first Fire Emblem that's got my attention though. So, the Muppets, as Brian previously brought up, are the best thing I've ever seen at an E3 presentation, and I don't know how much they spent on them, but I love them.
I want to know what's with the bananas. Why won't anyone tell me what was with the goddamn
Just want to
bananas?
have bananas. Why
Why
is
do
he
the
ashamed
water-
of them?
Hey, what he does in the seclusion of his own office is his own business.
It's
So
like-
just
I just want to know.
Why did Donkey Kong follow?
He's trying to figure out why Donkey Kong likes bananas so much. He stares at them every day. He stared at them every day for years, and he's trying to figure out why he likes bananas. You know, even better, he's trying to figure out why Donkey Kong didn't have bananas in it to begin with. It was added later.
Or he's foreshadowing into next year, a year of the Donkey Kong.
No
Yeah.
dankies.
Year of the
Dang.
Donkey Kong?
Year of the Donkey Kong.
Donkey Kong!
oh god.
Donkey Kong.
Oh, I thought we were gonna try and get press passes to that. Yay, Donkey Kong.
So, oh god, let me hit your notes. Yeah, I can actually
So
bring something
okay,
up
like
here.
the big thing, I think the biggest thing we already knew it was coming, but it was cool to hear about was Star Fox Zero. They're giving us like the different vehicle, like things like the Walker thing that was supposed to be in Star Fox 2, which was canceled all those many years ago. You can use the gamepad for the cockpit view, the TV for the wider view. It seems like the gamepad is something you can use, but you are not required to use.
I'm sorry, I'm looking at your notes, and it says Reggie Muppet, Nintendo 64, and I remember the push-ups. Nintendo 62, Nintendo 63, Nintendo 64. All right, I'm ready.
Best thing.
My Muppet body is ready. Look, Reggie, look. I forget what was it. EA gave us the Hoop God, but Nintendo gives us the True God.
Hoop God and the beautiful game. Pele!
You know, it's for Nintendo.
God.
Well, no, it's just that Nintendo really wasn't there at E3 in the way
No.
that they weren't releasing anything big. There was big stuff that was announced, but they don't have to like have something every single year because they're big enough and they're successful enough that they can just say, hey, we're doing this shit, and here you go, and now here's a bunch of other shit that we're going to do as well. Oh, and more amiibos.
They're finally back at the point that they can just say like, "Hey, you know, we're here. Hi, we're
Yeah.
Nintendo. Give us money."
So
So
it's a little different. Like for at least for Wii U, like you notice that they only brought stuff that's coming out supposedly this year, as they mentioned. I think they are holding off for next. Like I think this is the Wii U swan song for now.
I think so. The Wii U was mostly held off. Was most of the stuff was held off while the 3DS was the focus of the Nintendo event. It definitely seemed like. As 3 of us here bought a Wii U last year, and one is considering buying one. I'm just I'm like looking at this, what Nintendo did for the 3 of us that bought a Wii U. Are you happy with what you saw? And Brian, does this pull you in more to join the cult?
So I'll go. So Star Fox for sure. That reminded me so much of the 64 game and just the way that it played, the way that it ran, but looking amazing. Also just the Mario Maker as well as some of the other different games that are coming out. And actually, it's for me, it's the games that already are out. The ones that really caught me were Splatoon, which I hadn't seen much gameplay of, But one of the people I follow on YouTube decided to just put a video up. God bless him. I know he doesn't get any money for it, but God bless him. um, and I was like, wow, this looks like a lot of fun. And then I love playing Smash Brothers, and I've been starving for playing it when I can. So more and more with that, plus all of the virtual console stuff, it makes sense for me to grab one of those, because it seems like now we're kind of in an area where the companies are consolidating their platforms, and I'm really excited for that, because that means that I get all my things in almost one place. So,
I
Right.
think fairly reasonably true.
I think that while they showed a lot, they didn't show a lot new, really.
No.
But that's okay, because they went out front and they said, we're going to show you NX next year, and we're going to focus right now on stuff that's coming out this year, and that makes sense from a business standpoint. But something else to keep in mind, Nintendo has Nintendo Direct. No other company has this. And not only did they start it last year, they have stuck to it. Every month, at the beginning of the month, they put out a new Nintendo Direct, 30 minutes to an hour, showing off something new, detailing something else going on, and they're consistent with it, and I fucking love it. The other two companies need to get on board with this, and other major publishers too. We need to see more like this.
No, there's like having these like little mini press conferences things, these pre-recorded things. I love what Nintendo does, because every month they do these things, and then for E3 we get like almost like the big pay-per-view kind of version of it, where it's like with the little funny gags and things, and like,
Right.
a little bit more. But every month you get at least, it's maybe focused on Super Smash Brother one month. It's focused on this. It's just essentially it's just like it's that little itty bitty reminder of, hey, Nintendo, hi.
And
I mean,
go ahead.
There's pluses and there's minuses to this. I mean, yeah, it's like they delivered a message they want to deliver, and it's delivered precisely. But you miss out on some of the grandeur of the bigger events, and you'll miss out on somebody like Todd Howard coming in and doing some unscripted stuff that you just start saying. But yeah, I love what they do, and the thing is, they don't have to hold another big conference. If they got another announcement they want to make, they just make another direct and release it.
Yep.
Also, it's a lot cheaper for them in the long run.
Oh yeah, because I mean they are spread across 3 continents. I mean, now, I'm not saying the other companies aren't, but I would say Nintendo more so. Like the main people behind things. You got a lot of the creation going on in Japan, and a lot of the marketing, I would think, going on in Europe and North America.
That certainly seems like how the company is broken up.
I mean, I could be completely wrong, but that's how it feels to me.
But from an outside perspective, well, we don't actually know how the marketing looks in Japan.
Right.
You're not going to probably see Reggie Fils-Aimé out there in Japan.
Maybe,
so
I don't know. Maybe Reggie's a big thing over there, and we don't know.
He's literally a big.
He would literally be
Red-
a big thing over there.
Reggie is literally big in Japan. There's your joke. That's what you were trying to get to. I got you.
Hashtag Reggie's big.
Brad.
What are
I
you
heart
pointing? You
I
heart.
just went, I heart you.
Okay, good. So and we saw a lot. The big thing, I would say the most disappointing thing to me is they like push this whole thing towards the end of it's the 30th anniversary of Mario, and we're getting Mario Maker, but we saw that last year, and they didn't show us anything new Mario, and I'm like,
Other than their little like be the Mario contest or
yeah, that
whatever
it
they're doing.
feels like a missed opportunity.
Well, it's
And
not
if they-
Mario,
if
also, the new Mario amiibo.
Yeah,
If
the 8-bit Mario amiibo, sure, but I mean
If-
that's still. I'm with Brad.
If they don't have anything ready, I mean, I'm okay with that, but it seems like you would really try to have something ready. At least an announcement. Show us something you're working on.
Again, I think if you're talking about like Mario Galaxy 3 or the next successor to that, I think they're waiting for an NX. I think it's in the works. I think it was going to be on Wii U. I just don't think it is anymore.
I thought
that
that they were going to announce Mario Galaxy 3 today because they were playing so much Mario Galaxy music right before everything started. I was like, they've got to be doing it. They got to be teasing it. Nope.
Yeah,
think
they
they're at the
were
point
just
now
teasing
they
your
don't-
butthole a little bit.
Exactly. They don't want to make the same mistake they made last time. Like, why, even though we know we're working on these games, why show them and why advertise them when you're still trying to sell Wii U's? We don't want people to wait for the NX. They want to sell what they have now. So I think that's what they're doing at the moment.
They're taking a page out of the same book that Bethesda and Fallout 4 are reading from, apparently, because that's how you do it. That's what's a big conclusion we've come to today. So,
yeah, you just develop a secret, you don't talk about it, you reveal it when you're ready.
Indubitably.
So, but they showed a lot today. Just I'm gonna try and blaze through the list. So obviously we got the Star Fox. If there's something you want to touch on, stop me. But
No, there's nothing I want to touch on, honestly.
Brad, just blaze, man. Go for
all
it.
right, Star Fox. We got the Zelda Triforce Heroes for 3DS, 3-player co-op. You get to change outfits, which is kind of funny to see Link in Zelda's dress. I like that. I'm buying it. I'm in. Hyrule Warriors Legends on 3DS, new characters. We knew about that going into E3. I'm done. I'm sold on it. Metroid Prime Federation Force, Chibi Metroid. I don't know. Metroid Prime.
It's a different game with Metroid.
It's chibi. It does. I don't feel like it fits the franchise, but Blast
I don't feel like it
Ball.
was originally Metroid. I think that was the last minute thing they threw it. I mean, I could be wrong.
No, you know what? I think you're right. So there's that. There's Fire Emblem Fates, which I'm on board for. What is FE? I
Don't know.
there's
That's
some.
literally all that was written on the screen.
Okay. FE was like the J-pop themed like borderline raunchy Japanese thing. I don't know. Xenoblade Chronicles, yes, it looks so good.
That's just Shibigami, and I forget what else is crossing over.
Fire Emblem. Was that what that is? That
That might
okay.
be it.
I don't know.
I might be wrong.
Animal Crossing Home Designer, I don't care. Animal Crossing Amiibo Festival, I don't care. It looks like a bad ripoff of Mario Party. Yoshi's Woolly World with improved animation and co-op, hell yes. Give me
And the ability to use amiibos if you have them to recolor.
yes,
faces.
yes.
Yeah.
Yokai Watch, which I'm calling Pokemon 2.0.
Hey, it's developed by Level 5, if I'm right. Those are just the same guys that produced Ni no Kuni.
Yes, it's doing really well in Japan. I know that much. Mario and Luigi Paper Jam. It's Mario and Luigi Superstar stuff plus Paper Mario, like 3-player.
Josh, are you attacking this like a Roman, like
Yep.
waiting for the thumbs up and thumbs down?
Yep.
Isn't it like... Okay.
Yeah.
all right.
I'm giving my rating.
It's interesting, but other than that, I don't know. Mario Tennis Ultra Smash. It's tennis with Mario, and they
It's
get
Mario
big.
Tennis coming back. That's all you
Yeah, I don't care, but Super Mario
I knew
Maker.
Mario Tennis was fucking fun.
Super Mario Maker is probably their last big title of the year besides Star Fox. I'm so on board for this. It looks so fun.
I am more on board after watching the Nintendo World Championship. That is the best advertisement they could have done for that.
I want to take Super Mario Maker and make the most hellacious stages and get drunk and record it.
I'm down.
I made this mistake a little big play now. I thought I would just have fun playing it, but I found out not really. It's just kind of weird. Like, I love Media Molecule, but they're weird.
Well, the trick to this is that, like, I need to make the stage and cackle like a maniac as y'all struggle to make it through or something like that.
Okay, future Let's Plays.
Yes, that's what I'm thinking of. And that was really about it, I think. There's no more notes after Super Mario Maker. So
That's all I had. There was a few other things in there, but that was what I considered the prime stuff.
So are we excited for Paper Jam?
I am, because I really enjoyed Paper Mario, and that was, I think, my first foray into the RPG, like that kind of style, and I really enjoyed it.
I love the original. I really like, even though I didn't finish it, I loved Thousand Year Door.
Very much so.
I never played Sticker Star, but I've always considered picking that up. And on the other side, I never played Superstar Saga, but I loved Partners in Time. I loved Inside Bowser's Story, and I wanted to play the Luigi's Dream one. So a combination of the two of them, there's a high probability of me picking that up.
right.
As long as it actually has a story, unlike the Sticker Star Paper Mario game, which supposedly had no story.
So
Right.
let's take a minute here, and we now have Mother, which was also announced this week. We actually have a version of Mother, which, to those unaware, that is Earthbound, the first one.
The one you haven't played.
Yeah, the one you haven't played, because it's never been localized. The next thing we need from them, as far as, like, vaulted treasures, they need to make nice with Square Enix and give us a proper RPG too.
I've said that for years. Like, I think I proclaim that on the prediction show we did last week, that I will seriously do whatever Nintendo asks, like, of me. I'll do anything to get that game.
I'd sell my body.
Everyone's talking about how they want Chrono Trigger and a Chrono Cross thing from Square Enix. No, I want Super Mario RPG 2. Damn it, I want Geno. I want Geno back.
Everybody wants Geno back.
I'll take Malo as well. Like, I want that back.
Yep. So.
Oh wait, let's go back to Mario Maker. How precious was that? Like behind the scenes development.
Oh man,
yes,
that was beautiful. Like,
except I know there's some historians and a bunch of people going, it's supposed to be in a museum. You're putting crinkles in it. What the hell are you doing with that?
But they're the ones that are like, they made it, so why the fuck shouldn't they?
And they're
be
just
able to
throwing
touch
them
it?
around. This is gaming history, and you're like, All right.
I want like a printed copy of that, like you would see like an art piece, and I want it signed and framed on my wall. That would make me so happy. But do we have anything else to touch on Nintendo? We're running kind of.
No, I want to move on to Square Enix.
Oh God, Square Enix.
No, what I want to do for Square Enix, I don't want to discuss the panel like we did for Nintendo. Be blunt, they don't deserve it. I have a question, one simple question. Is Square Enix the single most out-of-touch gaming company there is right now, at least at the majors?
I don't think they understand marketing outside of their Final Fantasy fan base.
They are just they speak monotone. Yes, I understand it's different language, but even the translators, like look at the translators for Nintendo. There's a lot of energy, but the translators for Square Enix are just these monotone voices. Half the time they forgot to have the translators in. The volume was going all over the map. They were showing the wrong things. Their timing was way off with stuff. The decent stuff they did is they showed a couple of good game related things, but for the most part, it was just.
This felt like a press release for like.
I wanted to kill myself.
You don't want to talk about like this. This felt like this was meant for the stockholders.
Yes, this was a stockholders meeting we just watched. That they happened
more
to
so than Sony.
Absolutely.
Sony was entertaining. I mean, I get what you're saying because Sony's obsessed with facts and all, but still, it's like Jesus Christ. It was by the end of it, they got to Kingdom Hearts 3. They showed stuff, which was an awesome thing. Seeing Kingdom Hearts plus Tangled, the kind of stuff made me really excited. But I almost didn't give a shit because the rest was so boring. I wish I hadn't stayed in this room trying to feed my kid and watch it. And instead just went on the couch and then just looked up online, the stuff I wanted to see.
You would have been better off. I mean,
that was a waste of 90 minutes of my life that I honestly don't want to give Square money.
Biggest thing I think that they screwed up on is they didn't show 14 or 15. Like, I'll take that back. There was about 20 seconds of each in a montage. And I know that's something that Sony and Microsoft do, but you're Square. You don't. Why are you doing a montage for 45 seconds of 3 games that deserve to be talked about? I don't understand. So they talked about Just Cause 3, which my God, that's explosions everywhere.
Yes.
Everybody's gonna buy it. It's just like the explosions game wet dream for anyone who wants explosions
really good.
in the game.
I'll give them that.
It does.
It's coming out this year. Which that's another one that was like announced shortly and just like, hey, it'll be out this year.
Yep. They've got they're bringing back Nier because I don't remember what Nier is.
It's far. It's
exactly.
wherever you are. I have a friend who was super excited about it. That's about my knowledge of it.
We did get a little more clarification on the new Hitman game, which was nice. It's just an open world sandbox online that gets constantly updated.
Yeah, it's ambitious.
It really is.
Interested when they showed their first trailer, but now after hearing this, I'm really curious. How's this going to turn out?
I don't know, and they're talking like you would have one-time contracts that are available for 48 hours, and either you kill them, they get away, or you just don't even do it, and it's gone. You get one shot. You screw up, they're gone. There's no reset.
It's also like you could just pick people out of the crowd, like y'all go kill him.
Mm-hmm.
Yep.
And it's a multiplayer challenge.
There's a lot of stuff like that. Yeah, there seems like there's a lot of stuff like that. And then apparently the story won't even be completed until sometime in 2016. I've never played a Hitman game. But I'm definitely interested in this, but I will not buy it.
You should try Absolution. I feel like it's
I own it. I'll try it at some point.
But it's a much better game than the first two because I know that probably a lot of people who really enjoyed the games are like, well, those two are integral to the entire. No, those games are sucky, and Absolution actually did a good job of making it a better game.
I've only played one. Go ahead, Justin.
No, it's one of those things. Like, it's not that they're sucky. It's just that were damn fucking difficult. Absolution made it accessible, and that's what you need to do with gaming now.
Yep.
Because like the previous Hitmans didn't hold your hand whatsoever. It was hard to pull off the thing, but when you pulled it off, you felt good because you actually had to think about how to do it.
All right.
But yeah, absolution. I mean, you can just do what you want, but still, I think that's what made the difference there.
So, I am still kind of going down the list, but I want to go ahead and get this. The absolute bombshell of the fucking show. Final Fantasy VII, we talked about this last night, is getting a remake on next gen and probably PC as well. They have like just short of a 2-minute trailer. And
you don't know what it is till the end of it. I mean,
actually,
you know
if you
don't know what it is till the end of the trailer.
If you've played it, you know what it is. Like, the moment you know, I think, is when you see the girl going down the slide.
It's like, it's one of those things, you know what it is, but you didn't want to give your hopes up even though you're watching it.
Like, and then you see the flower in the water, and you're like, no, they didn't. And then
Square Enix.
It's Square Enix.
Show that off, and they're like, by the way, the PC port for PS4.
They're like, hey, remember we told you last year? We're still actually gonna do that, but we're doing what you want to.
This is what Nintendo's avoiding, by the way. Just let you know. But one thing about they did mention is like, hey, Final Fantasy VII's also coming to your phone, or at least iOS.
Yeah, but they did say we'll have more information this winter. So I don't know where they would announce it unless they just hold a press conference in Japan, that's what they usually do.
They also named a studio that's doing this too, which is the studio that has been behind the .hack game, so I don't know how I feel about that.
Yeah.
It's definitely not Square. Yeah, this is not Square internal making this. This is you're outsourcing this one.
So yeah,
I want to get to the main stuff. I want to get off this press conference train.
Do you want to talk about Kingdom Hearts? Do you want to talk about Kingdom Hearts?
A depressed conference.
Well, no, I mean, I could talk about. I was going to talk about like that thing is I was going to talk about a lot of this stuff for our picks section.
You don't want to talk about Tomb Raider, the gritty Ice Climbers reboot?
Oh God, just
God damn it! That makes me so happy.
All right, I'm closing the Square Enix notes. We're done because Square Enix, you failed. You did really well, but you failed at press conferencing.
You did worse than EA did, and EA really, shit the bed on Monday.
I guess you think you're allowed to have a shitty press conference because of 7? I don't know. So
they're resting on their laurels like Nintendo can, but they think that they can as well when they don't have anything to back it up.
Well, I mean, and I don't know.
They're doing what Nintendo.
Exactly. So let's get around to it. Overall, the conferences, I'm gonna say an order, and agree or disagree, and ask me to back it up if need be. Sony was at the top this year.
I'd have to agree.
I'd put Microsoft just behind them, and not by much. If Sony hadn't had the 7 Shenmue 3 combo, they would have been second. Period.
But the bitch is starting off with damn Last Guardian. Finally,
third, and not much further behind Microsoft would be Bethesda.
I think Bethesda definitely was high up there. They did especially for their first show. They damn near stole the whole thing.
They did, and then you've got Ubisoft, E3, and I take that back. No, Nintendo Direct would be in fourth, just behind Bethesda. Then Ubisoft, E3, and Square.
EA, you mean?
EA and Square. I'm sorry.
Yeah, no, I think overall it's fine. I could honestly interchange PlayStation, Sony, and Microsoft. Honestly, can go in either place for me.
Yeah.
I honestly very tempted,
like it.
Despite only liking really Fallout 4 for all this stuff, I would almost put purely for Todd Howard. I'm very tempted to put Bethesda at the top.
Which is why he also boosts Microsoft.
Yes, that's true. You say, Brian?
I would say that I disagree with that in that it should, for me, it's Bethesda, Microsoft, Sony. But again, Microsoft is my main platform, and then Sony. There's a few things I care about on that, but not much. But Bethesda really did set the pace for the rest of the conferences because you're right, they did hit it out of the park. Other than was it Battle Cry? I think that's the only thing I didn't care about.
Yeah, that was
Yeah.
very slow, kind of like a little breaking up the action sort
Yeah.
of thing. What I would say though is, I think it's funny that pretty much three of us consider Sony the top because, or damn near the top in my case, simply because, in at least in the case of Brad and myself, that's not even a system we own. I personally don't even like PlayStation, but I just think they did a good job.
Yeah, I was like Andrew Goldfarb treated. Like, this is fan fictions.
Yeah. Well, it's like I think the thing that maybe won Sony out for you guys and for a lot of people is you're right. It was a lot of fan service in the way that okay, they're finally following through on Last Guardian, and that's been what, how many years that's not come out?
Okay, and also not just about they introduced Last Guardian. They, Shuei Yoshida publicly thanked was it Fumito Ueda? Sorry if I'm butchering that name, but that is a big deal because that's the reason why Last Guardian's pushed back. 'Cause they had issues like we don't know if Fumito was like we don't know if he quit, if he was fired, or what happened, but
Yeah.
he's now publicly thanked, embraced. The fact that they did on stage and in the public, that's a big deal.
Yeah. And then the other thing that I guess I don't care about, or I guess I'm not cool enough to know about, is Shenmue 3.
Oh,
Like-
you suck.
Fuck you.
No, he gets a pass because I didn't really know
Yeah.
about Shenmue until I was probably a year into GameStop. So
The funny thing is, like, I was watching an interview with Peter Moore, and sad he's attached to EA, but like, he was saying like people were saying you suck. He's like, why? Because he's like Shenmue 3. It's like that's what people are giving me right now. It's like no reasons, just that.
But it's like that's a new thing of like geek cred is like, oh, I knew about Shenmue. I was like,
I
again,
was
like
heavily a fan of Shenmue, but Shenmue's like built up to be this epic that your game, you played the first game, it's supposed to be like an epic trilogy, and you're saved out, it goes to the next one, but that never happened. Like, because like something's like this is like Sega started dying pretty much. The president passed away, and Sega's kind of fall down the tubes since. And then Shenmue 2 ended up getting ported to Xbox 3DS. You can still get on Dreamcast and you port the European version. Either way, your save didn't matter. And then they just didn't continue it and just dropped it.
yeah, it was sad.
yeah.
It was
But
supposed to be
I'm sure it
this
is.
great thing, and that just never was.
it was. I don't know what to call it. It was almost like a life simulator, and what we would almost consider a Facebook game now, but with story.
It's also the game that you can hate it for this if you want. Make quick times events a thing.
Yeah, but they were good.
Except it was cool then, because it was the first, and it made sense. By the way, they made $2.8 million.
Yeah, they're gonna keep going. So, all right. So
I got a little breaking news thing for you, really quick.
go.
Sure.
Gears of War Ultimate Edition was announced for PC
Nice.
just now.
I
And
still don't care.
I don't know, but Anna Phil Spencer actually made a comment that Microsoft's lost their way with PC gaming, stating that gaming is critical to Windows success going forward.
Yeah, and like this is what I predict. Like everything's gonna be ported. Halo
Yep.
5 might hit on Xbox One first.
Killer Instinct's coming to PC as well. Yeah, wow.
I didn't know. Wow.
Yep.
But
know what?
that's
I think Halo's gonna hit it. I think it's gonna hit it sooner than I think.
well, no, it is, and it's because of the exact reason why they're doing the backwards compatibility stuff is because they're running a virtual machine, yes, and then with Windows 10, they're going to be able to have the cross compatibility to do that kind of shit because they will have a singular platform that they can build off of, and that's what they've been trying to build towards all of these years, but they're finally getting their shit together. So you're completely right. It will come together, but I think it'll go one first, and then more and more titles will be cross.
Well, it's gonna become like the Xbox is gonna be Microsoft Steam Box.
Yeah.
I go for a nice Steam box.
Mm-mm. Me too.
I wonder with their partnership with Steam, if they're gonna work on streaming your Steam games not just to the VR headset, but
But to your Xbox.
to your Xbox as well.
But
Possibility.
but okay, I get that they were planning on this, and that's why they have the terabyte Xbox One, because they're expecting you to have your Xbox One games plus all of your
So
360
should have been
games.
day one.
Yeah. Well, no. Well, I understand that there's a lot of work that went into making sure the emulation was near perfect. And yeah, again, you can argue that it should have been near day one, but
I'm not talking about the emulation. I'm talking about a terabyte Xbox One. You're moving into the
oh,
age
yeah.
of digital
Yeah.
gaming, and you were pushing for download only. You should have had more than what was it, 500 gigs in your damn system.
Yeah.
No question about that one.
But I think it's better for people who don't go with the terabyte and then just get external, because you can get so much more external for a lot cheaper than buying a fucking new Xbox.
And maybe that's what they were thinking, but
I mean, I'm getting to the point now that I'm going to have to buy external, but that's okay because, all the important stuff I'll keep on the Xbox itself, and all the other stuff that I can, suffice.
if you
running
wire it
off.
right, the external will run faster.
Yeah.
So, so let's take a look. Pick up to 3 games. You don't have to have a reason, but just your top 3. You have something, Josh?
Before you get to us, I actually got. I mean, we had a few people answer this question, but I have one person I actually really liked their responses, so I wouldn't mind reading off their choice. So Chris and Behar, a friend of mine, wrote 03 with comments. So For Honor, because it looks like a more refined version of Chivalry, which she dug despite the bugs in the game. Horizon Zero Dawn, because quote, I like Guerrilla Games and this looks very different from past titles they've made, even though I loved the Killzone series. And Deus Ex Mankind Divided, because I played Human Revolution to death, and I'm happy to see the return of Jensen. So I just a couple of interesting choices out of that.
Yeah, the robot dinosaur game got my attention.
Robot dinosaur.
The robot dinosaur game with a girl.
Horizon Zero Dawn looked really awesome, and that's we mentioned last night in the show that nobody heard that it's almost a system seller for me, in all honesty, for the PS4. It's very tempting.
It really is. I hope it's not super short.
I don't care at this point.
I don't care, honestly, either. As long as it's 8 hours or longer for story, with maybe up to 20 hours with completionist crap. Then
now, I will welcome a short game to see. I'm playing Witcher now.
True.
That's going to roll into Batman, which is going to roll into Metal Gear, which we already discussed this one. Which is going to be a huge freaking game. All those are huge games. That's going to roll into Fallout, which there's my life, and
you'll be playing Fallout until like March.
I love it.
No, that's actually a topic I wouldn't mind discussing at some point. Are video games too fucking long?
They are now. Like, I put 80 hours into Witcher. I'm still in Act 1.
Which is funny, though, because it seems like 2 or 3 years ago we were bitching that all the games were too short. You know?
You know how it's like to play a game and feel like you make no progress in the story?
I do.
If I did, I'd play Witcher 3, but
yeah, if I wanted to know that, then
or Inquisition.
I was gonna go with Inquisition on that.
Yeah.
I'm gonna go ahead.
You've been in the hinterlands for 37 hours.
I'm gonna go ahead.
Have you done the story yet?
I'm gonna go ahead with these games. I'm gonna nix 7 and I'm gonna nix Shenmue 3. We've talked about those. If it really is your top 3, something you're looking forward to, go ahead. But I'm gonna probably pick one that all of us like here, and let's talk about South Park.
Yeah.
South Park, The Fractured Butthole. Honestly, that was so completely out of nowhere. I've talked about this before. I absolutely loved the game and was very disappointed when I didn't experience any bugs in my first playthrough, or minimalistic bugs for a game that was supposedly very buggy. Right. And then I tried to play it a second time, and to this day, I haven't, I loaned Brian the game almost a year ago, but to the day I was last able to play it, which was like 2 months after release, I could not even start a new game. It just, I could start the new game, but my character was incapable of wearing armor or anything like that, and was incapable of learning skills. And I must have replayed the opening of the game the first 2 hours probably 6 times before I just gave up trying, which is why I loaned it to Brian. But it was still really awesome to hear, and really excitable, like a really excitable thing for me to see the game, because I love Trey and Matt on stage. They're awesome. I think they're awesome guys in general, and the game just looks great. Plus, Stick of Truth plus superheroes, thumbs up.
I like just how they rolled into it. They made you think it was gonna be a Stick of Truth game all over again with the LARPing and the elves and everything. And then like Butters jumps out in his Professor Chaos thing, and he's like, and they're like, wait, oh, we're playing Superheroes Night now. Damn it! They all run off and they come back, and there's the Coon and the Question, and I don't know what the other two are.
Not a clue.
Maybe they're new.
Was it Kenny's Mysterio, but that's only when he talks. That's the only time he talks. And sorry if that's a spoiler for any of you guys that haven't been watching the past few years.
South Park spoilers don't count. I'm sorry.
But yeah, so no, I'm excited for it. Yeah, because I got into the game where you're fighting Al Gore, and then it got stuck for me. So,
Man Bear Pig.
Yep.
So, but I'm excited to see where they go with this. I would love that if they're gonna keep doing these, even though they said they weren't gonna keep doing these.
Yep.
That they visit different genres, different styles each time, because I think that actually works in their favor.
Oh, I want a sci-fi version. I don't know if there's anything really sci-fi in South Park universe, but I want it anyways.
Well, they did the Trek Kids, and they did the alien levels.
Yeah. Well, I think what it is that it's an extension of how they make fun of culture on the show.
Mm-hmm.
They're also doing that in a video game realm, and they're doing it well, which I love.
They're picking and skewering one culture. What I was gonna say is I don't know if this is not first on my list, but since Jay Drezzy in chat brought it up, does anyone have The Division on their top picks list?
No,
I removed it. I mean, I'm so excited for Division, but I don't.
The ability to betray people
play it.
certainly interests me, but the overallness of the game, I'm not as hyped on it as I was last.
The thing is, I've been hyped for 2-3 years.
I think 2 years.
I'm hyped out. I want the game now. Just give me the game.
At that point, sure.
I'm okay with it. I will play it, but I'm not going to be super like gung ho about it. So.
Yeah.
For me, I would have to say still solid on Halo 5. That's still going to be amazing. I'm excited. But honestly, for me, Dishonored 2 is going to be one of the best things ever. And the fact that they're going to come out with the... I know, Josh, I know. That they're coming out with the updated version for the 1 is fantastic.
No, I think the Definitive Edition things is great and all, and I would love to give Dishonored another try. I talked about this last week. It's just my issues with the game. It's just I felt it required you to actually enjoy yourself. I felt it required for you to be perfectly stealthy and not kill anyone, and I felt like the game genuinely punished you if you didn't do that, and I thought it was beyond my personal skills to do that.
So, I can't not kill people.
I couldn't because I wasn't good at the game. Like I just wasn't good at it. So it was just like it just didn't work for me. But the trailer for Dishonored 2 with Emily, I forgot her last name, but that was the little girl from the first game. That was really interesting.
Yeah.
And I very much I enjoy the art style of the game. I'll say that much.
Yeah, I'm excited to see where they go, because that's also another really lore heavy game, and for me that's one of the things that always sells me on a game is if they're really into their lore, which is perfect. Which leads me into my third Mass Effect Andromeda. Holy shit.
Well, I'm not gonna put Mass Effect on my list. I was actually not sure. The only reason I don't want to put Mass Effect on my list is just because we only saw one trailer. My picks, I'm trying to keep it as more of a full game. This is a personal choice, not a requirement.
Yeah.
But Mass Effect Andromeda looks awesome. I recommend watching Lady Insanity. I can put a link for her thing. She did like through the whole entire trailer, picking out little details, kind of like 9-minute video. Watched it before bed last night. Fucking awesome shit. It looks great. But this idea of being the Pathfinder. Plus, I don't know if you know, but the guy we saw in the trailer is not the star. That's not the star of the game. That's another character. The belief, at least that Lady Insanity Ash has, is that that's actually the main villain. It's a rival N7 character. But the belief right now is that this game is taking place near concurrently with the previous series. That this group is running away from the Reapers, trying to find new homes in the Andromeda Galaxy for humans. But when the end of the game happens, a lot of shit goes down. They get stranded in the Andromeda Galaxy.
My biggest thing is I'm wondering if any if you can bring over your game saves, and that'll influence something within the new game, because that would.
You're not going to bring your saves over. That much I'm sure of, just because they ran into the same problem bringing saves over from the Dragon Age games to Inquisition.
Yeah.
Instead of having Dragon Age Queep, Dragon Age Queef, instead of having Dragon Age Keep, we're going to have Mass Effect something.
Citadel. Well,
Citadel's the word I went for, but that's actually the name of an expansion. So
Yeah.
Mass Effect, something that works along those lines. Mass Effect Relay. That would actually be my first guess. And you're going to input all of your choices, blah, 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 kind of thing.
Yeah.
What's it going to bring over? Your N7 stripe's going to be the color of your decision choice. Boom. There you
Is
go.
it red or blue?
Or green.
That's the one thing that transfers. Because that's the thing, is it's a sidetrack. So,
Green will be added later. Don't
but
worry.
but regardless, I feel like it's going to be a Mass Effect Relay. Even if your choices from 1 and 2 and 3 do not impact this game, you're going to put them on the relay. And then your choices from Andromeda are going to go on there. And then at some point, depending where they all take place, they're going to, converge in some way, shape, or form.
Well, because if it is what you're saying, and it's influent or happening at the same time, knowing what choice you made, at least at the end, is important to how that game goes out. Because otherwise, shit's gonna get really bad. You're gonna become half technology, or nothing changes. So.
Indubitably, but yeah. So I'll agree with the Mass Effectness, but I'm gonna throw out what's not my pick, which might surprise people, because I have the same reasoning as why I don't want a Mass Effect, but I just want to throw it out and just discuss it for half a second. Kingdom Hearts 3's trailer with their new art style looks really awesome.
Mm-hmm.
I'm liking the moves with like the teacups and shit like that, and actually seeing it better in action. Really interesting for like the limit kind of move thing. It's a little cheesy, but I like it. Seeing Master Xehanort and Ericus, the masters from Birth by Sleep, Leonard Nimoy and Mark Hamill respectively, as young kids, awesome. And finally, my second favorite movie of all time, Tangled.
I didn't see it.
Tangled?
I didn't see any.
They only showed Rapunzel's tower for about 4.5 seconds. It's so short. But it's there. That's the first announced world. I'll take it. So I can't wait until E3 2021 when we actually get to see all the worlds finally together.
So here's my question: how are they going to handle the whole Princesses of Heart thing? There was a certain number of them, but they keep adding more and more princesses in. Are they just there?
They haven't had any more Princesses of Heart though. The Princesses of Hearts have been stable.
Yeah, but where are people like Rapunzel going to fall? If they don't add in Frozen,
the Frozen's added. We all know that's happening.
If they don't, you've got all these princesses and more royalty. I don't know. I don't want to.
Maybe they'll come up with a different thing, but at this point, they came up with a rule originally in the very first game that there could only be one Keyblade wielder. That got shot completely to hell by the end of the second game.
There's Keyblades everywhere.
Literally the entire story of the universe, starting with Birth by Sleep, officially became about the Keyblade War, which happened before and is going to happen again, a la Battlestar Galactica.
I'm still thinking Star Wars or Marvel's going to show up somewhere.
I don't want it. I know everyone wants that. I don't want that.
Activision's losing their rights for a reason.
But, I'll take Marvel. I don't want, no matter how much as I'd like a lightsaber Keyblade, I just don't want Star Wars in it.
I think it's going to happen, though.
My favorite thing from that whole trailer was the Kizuka, because it's ridiculous.
True enough.
Kizuka.
All right.
I didn't even realize what I'd seen until I saw it.
So, Justin, go ahead. Give us something.
That's right. Okay, so we already mentioned, what was it, Horizon, what was it? Oh, wow, I forgot.
It is, give me a second, it is Horizon Zero Dawn.
Zero Dawn. Yeah, it's just the fact that you took the group that just made nothing but Killzone and you let them make another game. This is what they came up with. I'm on board.
It's better than Killzone already.
Yeah, I actually want to play it. Therefore,
it's interesting. This is the game no one could expect something like this to come out, and it's getting a lot of hey, this is the best game of E3 awards already.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, I want to kind of throw a nod to Recore as well. You got Papa Mega Man over there, Robot Master Ken Fune teaming up with the Metroid Prime team and giving you a game. That's awesome.
That's kind of a dream team.
I'm interested.
I never played out any of the games.
I'm interested, but I'm not convinced that was an engine.
No,
probably not.
So
I like the concept of it.
The base concept is cool.
Yeah, but I like the idea of it, and I mean so you get to recore your dog into something else so the dog never dies. The dog's thing is gonna, the core for your dog or your best friend is gonna die at the end because there's nothing you're gonna be able to do. You have to recore it to stop the world from exploding or whatever the hell the storyline is.
Stop telling me the ending of it.
I'm just saying, like, I that's my prediction for it, but recore did look really cool.
I swear if they kill my dog in Fallout, I'm going to riot.
They announced the dog's immortal. They announced that today.
Thank God.
The dog
He
is
knows
immortal,
better.
cannot be killed.
Is that part of the story?
So
It has exactly the right balance of rad that it cannot die.
Radioactive dog.
All right, so
Yeah.
let's just show of hands who has Fallout 4 on their list.
It's
Ab-
definitely like it's up there.
Yeah,
guys, but
yeah, we're all gonna play it.
We're Fallout 4's I know two of us made a very poor decision and pre-ordered the collector's edition.
I'm about to after I. Well, actually, no,
Are
I'll
you?
probably just do it after this. Yeah.
Are you? Can
Yeah.
you find it?
I'm pre-ordering it specifically. I don't know if I'll keep the pre-order. I'm pre-ordering it specifically just in case it sells out.
I don't
Yeah.
I don't like
Amazon doesn't charge you until you ship, so.
it. See, I
exactly.
don't like that the whole Pip-Boy thing, just because I don't know if my phone's going to fit in it. It's not going to fit in it while it's in its case, and that's going to be a pain in the ass.
Well, you don't need a case because it's on your arm at all times. You sleep with it.
Fuck yeah, I watched.
You would wear that in public.
Yes,
I
you
will
would.
wear that in public. Yes,
You will
I
wear that to PCC next year, I'm sure.
Yeah, I will wear it to PCC next year. I will. What's a fancy restaurant I like going out to?
That
I don't-
sushi place.
That's not that fancy, but I was trying to think. I got yelled at for bringing a baby to Postino's. That's not that fancy of a place, but apparently it's fancy enough that I could go piss off some, hipsters.
Wear the actual vault suit too.
Well, my stepfather Joey has one, so.
Well, I'm obligated to order one now.
Did I never send you that Reddit? Joey went on a road trip around Vegas to go to all the places in Fallout New Vegas. He did a pilgrimage.
Wow.
Beautiful.
And like they actually all the places like he went to the bars and stuff with like in towns that have like 50 people knew what he was doing and took
So-
pictures
Incredible.
Um,
with him.
So I'm gonna drop one here that will come as no surprise. Hyrule Warriors Legends. I loved Hyrule Warriors on Wii U, and I would play it even more if I could play it in the bedroom while I'm just trying to fall asleep. Because that's the biggest
That's what
problem.
we used for. You used to take the pad.
It doesn't reach that far. The Wii U needs some range extension, but otherwise I would have already.
I just don't play my DS that much. That's why I don't care about it.
My DS is right here. I have not taken it out of this case in a year.
Mine's
Nice.
It smells
on
like dust.
my bedside table.
Yeah.
Nice shiny Majora's Mask ones right here, but I mean it's just
Let's see, what game do I have in here? Just out of pure curiosity. Pokemon Y. That should tell you
They're all
something.
whopping out our DSs.
Yeah, this is all I got.
But
I hate you. You can play Fallout Shelter and I can't.
Exactly.
Oh, no, I've been doing that this entire time on my iPad. You have no clue.
Fuck you. Fuck you and your Fallout Shelter.
Seriously, I've already decided I'm gonna make sure I'll play it. I'm just gonna stand over like this.
The only
this.
problem with Fallout Shelter I'll say is that it's really buggy right now because you'll play and then it'll just crash for no reason. But when it's not crashing, it's actually really fantastic. So
I recommend everyone goes to our website and reads Sarah from the Glitch Feeds review of it because there's also
Yeah.
a review and it does cover what Brian just said about that aspect about it being glitchy. But it's a good review also as well. But god, I want that so badly. I want Shelter.
And I'm gonna throw out this one. Star Wars: Old Republic, Knights of the Fallen Empire.
Everyone keeps choosing my choices. Everyone keeps choosing, that was gonna be my first actual choice. Was gonna be that because Mass Effect wasn't counting. I wasn't counting Kingdom Hearts. So that is my God. Fallen
Talk about
Empire looks so fucking awesome to me, and I still haven't even watched the extended trailer.
We don't even know what's going on,
No,
and it's that exciting because it's
just they're adding story to the game. Like that's what matters. They're adding companions to the game and story. You can betray your companions and get new companions and all this all the shit that I fell in love with the game initially. It sounds like Bringing Back is stronger.
Who's
Have
the
a budget?
Who's the first one you want to kill or get rid of?
Oh, Ashara.
for Shara.
If we're talking about my Inquisitor, then I would like to kill off everyone except for Kem and Zalek, pretty much.
Even the pilot?
Who? Oh, Andronicus?
Yeah.
Never done anything with him. He is my second lowest companion like affection level of anything across all my characters.
So you get rid of HK?
That thing is HK and Treek. I don't count as companions. Now I want Lana Benekos as a companion.
Well, she's staying in the game. We know that.
Yep, absolutely.
Which is, if we could just get her, some flu medicine. I think
I just liking Brian's, playing Shelter, and Justin is just glazed over completely.
This is your way to get back into Old Republic. You can start at 60 and just play the story. You don't have to join a guild or anything.
You have so many other games to play. You have so many other games to play.
I do have so many other games to play, like Metal Gear. Plays on Fault Terrible, man. I'm happy.
I think he's gonna knock his damn computer over.
Oh. No one watched the trailer, and if you're not a Metal Gear fan, you probably have no idea what the fuck that means. But they dropped that at the end of the trailer. It's the best thing ever. Liquid, get the fuck out of this game. I love you.
You're just shaking your desk. That's all I heard.
I'm excited, and I lost my mouse.
Did you say something about Liquid?
Yeah, at the end they dropped Les Enfants Terribles, and there's two blonde-haired kids.
Is that why everyone is tweeting that for like the last 2 days? I mean, like after every random thing, anytime a French person spoke during Ubisoft, which is regularly, you'd see that tweeted out 1,000 times.
Go up to Greg Miller, say Metal Gear, and that's the first thing he'll say in your face right now.
Metal Gear.
It was Les Enfants Terribles, and just walk around. That's all he'll say. So that's
how you're gonna start your interview, assuming he's at RTX 2015.
Oh, that's how we're gonna bond, man. I have it planned. But Metal Gear's not my top pick because it's coming out in September. But that trailer made me excited. Not to mention, I don't know what the fuck's going on, like I ever did, but still. Some honorable mentions though. I guess a game that I know was interested in is Firewatch. Holy crap! I'm intrigued.
I want to give that my trailer award for E3. That was my favorite trailer, hands down.
I want to know who's in the tower.
That's the thing. It was such a compelling, minute-long trailer. It was so compelling. She's talking to this guy, and then he's like, "Okay, I'm here," and she's like, "Wait, how are you already there?" And he's like, "Well, I left," and she's like, "Then who's in your tower?" And you just see the camera pan and look at the tower, and it cuts. And I shouted out loud in my house and woke my sleeping child with, "Who the fuck's in the tower?" I also then said who, but then who was phone? But that's a whole other thing.
Justin, clean up your damn desktop.
Who, me?
Yes, my God, you've got 50 icons on there. Clean that shit up.
That's less than my wife has on her desktop.
Oh,
it makes sense.
No, it doesn't.
I lost my desktop.
All right.
I think because we're going a little bit long.
A lot of bit long.
Yeah.
So I'd like to finish up with one thing, and then kind of a reason why I'm finishing up with it is the Unravel guy, because
everyone takes my goddamn fucking.
I was trying to let you talk, and Brian's like, "I want to talk about this now." I'm like,
by all means.
I still haven't made I could technically have still not said a choice this whole time.
I know,
but I
haven't get comprehensive choices.
I'm gonna
Ghost Recon. I don't know.
No, okay, but so Unravel. God fucking damn it. Okay, Unravel is just the most sweet, endearing, beautiful looking game. That man
Battlefield
was absolutely the most charming fucking guy I've ever seen. I want to hug him. I want to get that guy hugging simulator 2016.
Yeah, one of the pictures I shared with the guys was sweet cinnamon bun too good for this world. That is essentially this man. But I loved him because where you had a lot of these suits that were very business oriented, but then you had a lot of these creators that were put a lot of heart and soul into it. Like he embodied that sense of I love this game so much and I want you to love it too. And it was so refreshing to watch that and not have it be like such a rehearsed thing. And it was wonderful. So, and I like that for a lot of the games that are coming out, is that I feel like the people that made them are really putting their hearts into them, and I'm excited to see and play them.
Yeah.
I can agree with that.
I'm just gonna leave this here.
Okay.
I'm sorry. I don't know what else to do with this image.
Why is it there?
I don't know what to do with that image either. That'll be fun.
Flash that up on the stream. Let 'em know
Yeah,
what we're talking about.
I'm gonna flash that up on. Aren't we putting this video out?
Probably. Why
Yeah,
not?
I think
we
this
are.
is the first video we're actually putting out. Oh, I'll be taking care of that. So I'm gonna have
Second,
that.
we did one.
I'm gonna have yeah, but they're now all unlisted, so you can't see them anymore.
Oh, but that was all right.
You told me to do it.
I didn't say unlisted.
For what?
Bethesda.
Oh no. This is the first podcast going.
Oh,
Right.
Yeah. No, the first one we need to record. We can't do anything with it.
All right, so
You know, Justin's high right now. Let's go.
Yeah. I told you, man. I'm going off in less than 3 hours.
Josh,
of
do you
sleep.
have anything else to talk about that hasn't been stolen?
Just the last thing that I personally will say, and I think this should be the last one, is rare replay.
Yes.
Yeah.
Yeah, 10,000 gamers.
I think anyone pretty much. It's the 30th anniversary, so I think any of us who are 30 years or younger, or Brad.
Fuck
Okay,
you.
no, but no, I think anyone who grew up, who was either a child 30 years ago, or then obviously grew up over time. There's at least probably 3 games in there that you're hyped about.
Everybody
across
grows up
multiple
over
generations.
time.
GameStops everywhere celebrate. Yeah.
GameStop
Yes.
everywhere celebrate because
Finally, Battletoads.
When you are asked if you have Battletoads, the answer is yes.
So I would like to nominate for the next game that you call in and ask for is, do you have Seaman?
Yes.
I do.
Well, because it's a pun and it's a good question.
Do you have Seaman? Do you have Seaman? Do you have Seaman 2?
Use it every day.
Ew.
All right, so I think that about covers really. I mean, there's a lot more we can talk about E3.
I'm
What
surprised none of us talked about Battlefront, but yeah.
I don't know what to say about Battlefront.
It's
it's
pretty.
I'm excited. It's
It
pretty.
is pretty.
But
I'm surprised it looks as good as the concept trailer showed.
I'm not.
I think it looks really pretty. I think it looks really awesome. I think it'll be a lot of fun to play. I just don't know if I can even remotely begin to justify a purchase for that game.
Frostbite is
This
a
has
damn powerful
beautiful
engine. Yeah.
It makes me like golf for some reason now. So,
But
okay, wait. Star Wars. This has nothing to do with gaming, but has this settled with anybody that we're not going to see 20th Century Fox when the movie starts?
No, as long
it's
as we still see Lucasfilm, I'm okay.
yeah,
If we
that's all I
just-
care
No,
about.
just say
No,
you're
I-
gonna
no,
you're
I-
gonna get.
I proclaimed that when they first announced that it wasn't part of that
You-
anymore. That was the first thing I proclaimed was I'm
we're
not
gonna get-
cool with this. All right, because we're not gonna have the and then it fades out and then we see the Lucasfilm.
Then we get once when you wish upon a Star Wars instead. So
We'll get used to it, but no, I'm not cool with that right still. But I will be in time. The last thing I'm gonna say about E3 stuff, we have a lot more we could discuss. I mean, holy crap, there's like so much more to discuss. But you know what?
Big
There's
podcast.
just not enough time. Maybe we'll throw out some more stuff next week in podcast. But if you would like to hear anything more, we have myself, Brian, Sarah, Dad, multiple people have been writing articles, and then our Glitch Feed, who we have more to talk about with Glitch Feed in the next 2 weeks. We'll talk more about them and what we're doing with them. They've been putting out daily glitches with a lot of stuff. Brad and Justin have a Bethesda discussion. We have so much content we've been putting out at E3, and we have so much more that's going to come out through next week. So go to constantlycalibrating.com. You can read our thoughts because we're not by the numbers writers. We don't just write shit in press releases for the sake of it. Honestly, they might be a little ranty. When I go read my Mass Effect Andromeda thing, you'll understand ranty. But you know what? It's the passion we felt in the moment, and that's how we write our stuff, and still professionally, of course. There's no
Alright,
camera over here. What am I looking at?
I don't know. Let's wrap this up.
Let's wrap this bitch up.
Maybe we'll
wrap
do
it up,
something
put it in.
else later this week live. I don't know.
I
So
broke my keyboard tray.
our E3 coverage is just the Bethesda for the video, or do we have anything else?
Bethesda stuff. We're gonna have. We'll have our friend, not friend, our writer Asia Almasari. Never say her name right. I apologize for that. But Asia is at E3. She did 4 or 5 interviews today.
On video?
I think they're going to be audio. They're all audio only, but we're working on. But I might try to find a way to put them on the YouTube channel. No promises, but at the very least they'll be on the website.
Throw up a background, a logo, put her picture, and whoever she's interviewing. Even
No,
if it's
that's
do
the
it.
plan.
Fucking do it.
So if you guys are watching this on YouTube, you will find all those links down below. So look for those, and we'll link anything else that we find. So.
Yep, we'll slowly add links to this of anything we cover for E3.
All
Yep.
right. So,
Outro?
that'll wrap us up. So, guys, you can find us at all sorts of places online. We are at constantlycalibrating.com. We are on YouTube at youtube.com/concalpod. We are on Twitch, as you see here, where you should be watching us, twitch.tv/constantlycalibrating. We have all sorts of... God, why did all of you wear the shirts? Fuck. At least I'm wearing orange today. We have Twitters. We have the main account at ConCalPod. We have God, I take a week off and I have a huge ass brain fart. Excuse me.
You're still actually doing better than I did last week.
All right.
I fucked it up so royally, but it had been 5 months since I'd last.
All right, so we have Josh there speaking. He is on Twitter at BearPunch. We have myself at B_Cogs. We have Justin at The Aging Gamer, not Asian. We have Brian at Brian McDaniel_. We also have a couple of personal channels. I am twitch.tv/OGZanos, and Justin is twitch.tv/The Aging Gamer. Brian, are you still using yours? Just no.
Yes.
Twitch.tv/WayneEMC.
Yep.
And Josh, you just kind of manned the content.
I literally cannot log into Bear Punch. I cannot log into it. It will not let me. I have 8 subscribers on it. I don't care. I will be actually probably streaming sometime. I need to talk to Brad about setting some stuff up for that. How to set stuff up. But I'll probably be streaming, but it'll be solely on the Constantly Calibrating channel. God damn, that's why I have 8. That's why I have 8 subscribers.
All right.
This is where you live. This is your new home now.
So,
You're now permanently a SimCity streamer.
God,
like, comment, subscribe. Brian, what's our music outro this week?
All right, so
is it Swedish butt plugs?
yeah, that's my new band, Swedish Butt Plugs. So
I almost typed that into Google. What is wrong with me?
Do it.
All right.
Yes,
so this week,
he's doing it.
Our music is Star Chiller by Equinox. Really fun. The one thing that I can say about E3 is that for any of the gameplay trailers or the trailers for all of the games that are coming out, the music selection is always on point. So we thought this kind of sounded like something that might have been used by Sony, Microsoft, or probably not Nintendo. Nintendo would probably go some proprietary on their own. So fuck it.
Josh, would you like to share with the class what you found?
No, I don't think you would.
I don't want to. Brian, continue.
Yep,
All right.
So that will be starting. Brad, take us out.
Guys, thank you for showing up. Thank you for chatting with us. Thank you for listening. It's been a week. It's a hell of an E3 week. There's probably still more to come, but we'll talk about that next time. E3, sign off.
Praise be to the hoop god, who rebounded our hearts.
Would you like to play the beautiful game?
And dunked